let's continue. Now let's look from the Whiskers point, where she claims she is best at playing hide and seek. She claims that I am the best at playing hide and seek. And she says that I hid so well today that Max couldn't find me, no matter how hard he looked. Since Max couldn't find me, that proves me that I am the best at hide and seek. In conclusion, both Max and Whiskers laughed. They realized they were both really good at some games. Max was amazing at fetch, and Whiskers was unbeatable at hide and seek. They decided that both of them were winners because each of them had a special talent. From that day on, they played together and used PEE every time they needed to prove their point in a fun and a clear way. So, from this story, we understand that we need not always take one side. We might look from different perspective, so we understood the story from both the perspective. But whereas in your exam, you might be asked to take one perspective and work on it. Whichever stance or perspective you take, you have to make it clear. And to ensure that your answer is clear, we use the PEE method. Now let's look at what is the PEE method. PEE method is a simple way to structure your ideas, especially when you need to explain something clear. PEE stands for point, evidence, explanation. Each part is like a building block that helps you explain your ideas in a clear, logical way. Let's break it down step by step. The point is where you state your opinion or belief. It's a main idea of what you are trying to say. It's a main argument. It is a main argument or claim you're making. It's like saying, I believe this is true. For example, when Max believed in himself that he was best at playing fetch. So that is your point. Max is best at playing fetch. Now evidence. It's a proof. It shows facts and reasons that your point is true. So it is reason or facts to prove your point, and as well as it answers the question, where exactly or why do you believe it? Okay, so Max, from the story of Max, you can understand that it's not only one single time, rather every single time that he went to fetch the ball, he never stopped, and rather he was not feeling tired also. So that is our evidence to prove our point that he is best. Moving on to explanation. This is where you will tell everyone why your evidence is important and how it proves the point. It's reasoning behind the evidence. It explains how the evidence supports your point you made. For example, Max is saying that he is best at fetch, and then he's providing his evidence that every single time that he gets, he never comes back tired, rather he's fresh. So we understand that he never gets tired, and is figured out literary devices, made interpretation. Now it's time to answer the question using the PEE method. For this, there are multiple things that I can use, but I am using the characterization alone because that would suffice for me to write an answer. So take one thing and start writing your answer. The point, so let's have the question. The question was, explain Bruno's understanding of his father's role. So, to the characterization, the point was, to the characterization of Bruno, we see that he believes his father's role is important, but he does not understand it. So I have understood from the passage that he does not understand his father's role, and characterization is used because that is the example that I will be using in the entire PEE. Okay, so the evidence to show his characterization is he's a man to watch, and the Fury has big things in mind for him. Okay, which is also diction, but we're not speaking about diction, but we're rather only speaking about characterization. So the characterization of Bruno as innocent and naive reveals that he assumes his father's job is special due to the mysterious language used. Even though he doesn't understand his true nature, this highlights Bruno's limited understanding and lack of awareness about the adult world and the true significance of his father's role.